So let we go to Parliament during your stay in a Parliament. What has been the experience?
It was a mixed bag. I wish I probably don't do more, but there was a time at that Parliament day where I want for talk. I always a team up for make contributions. I was being overlooked. And it was, which cannot be like not the feds them in that Parliament. The physical fights have been happening in that Parliament. So there was two sides to their fights in the day. We're in the feds in the Parliament, me not the fed. I'm not sabi, I'm not able.
How they pull with them be pull you in a Parliament they affect all of the dreams for representative people. Kushe and Kabo, this is Black TV Online and me na Aisha Kamara. Back inside 2019, 10 members of parliament stem from the APC party being lost and 6 in a parliament as a result of court ruling. And this came as a result of one petition where SLP member of parliament aspirants them been go with na court. Usman Abdallah Timbo, Honorable Esquire, now be one of the member of parliament in the end today. He did with Winner Black TV Online for can talk more about what's he been there, waiting he be they do, waiting he want do, and waiting he plan for do. So now so I will say hello and welcome, Honorable Usman Timbo.
Thank you very much, Aisha, and it's a honor for me to be part of Black TV Online and program.
Okay,
thank you very much.
As far as I can remember, what I talk tonight, only I know about you. So a small thing about you, say. Like you parents and you schooling and
okay. Osman Timbo na a Sierra Leonean, we were born 1985, meaning that as I talk to you now, I am 37 years old, even though plenty of people feel like I'm way younger than me looks. I'm born na Freetong, na Moritong. I attend plenty primary school. But more importantly, I attend the grammar school, Sierra Leone Grammar School. I graduate and I go for Bay College, so I go study law for 4 years. Then I come law school and graduate, and then I do a master's from the University of London in international criminal justice and investment law, and other boku small other thing them.
Okay.
With regards to my parents, my daddy na the late former Chief Justice na Salon, Alhaji Dr. Abdullah Timbo. Okay. We died in the same 2019. Na ina been the first chairman for PPRC na Salon after the creator. And before he died, he been representing people them, in Fuller people them as the Fuller tribal headman for the Western area and the entire country as a whole.
Okay.
My mama na Hajaramatu Timbo, and them instilled their life in the town, and them inna being a nurse practitioner. Where after a born we decide for give up in professional work, and many and I will say if we come also today, now because of the effort we put and that sacrifice we make for we. Now make with this also with this today. My papa get in my family we're 11 in number. Okay. Yes, to my daddy. My daddy get 2 wives.
So I was saying that in a football team.
Oh, you can say so. Interestingly, in that football team of 11, I made they play 9. Okay. So that means I'm the attacker. So a family of 4 boys and 7 girls. So my mama now with 3. So I get 2 sisters that will sandwich me. I get big sister and younger sister. So it's 3 of us. In my own family life now, I am married to Hon.Osman Timbo. And God don't bless me with 2 pikin them. Abdullah, when after me daddy and name him. And then my daughter when today turn make 1 month. Well, actually yesterday make 1 month when I Ramatu. And I name her after me mama.
Wow.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, that's my family. Professionally, like I say, I'm a lawyer. I don't be a lawyer for 14 years now.
Okay.
From 2008. People like really surprised when I say so.
Yeah.
I don't work different places. I don't work for the Special Court of Salon. And now we know the people that we start the legal aid scheme in Salon, the pilot national legal aid. Also, I mean, be one of the legal, one of the lawyer them with the legal aid. Now we developed the legal aid law, we legal aid board they use to today. During that time day, we provide free legal advice, assistance, and representation to over 5,000 poor people in Sierra Leone. Okay. I remember fondly the 10 they were in the spend at Angeliad. Every Wednesday, I remember they go to Pademba Road, maximum prison. Maximum prison then become a correctional center, then call her. So I've been a good day, they give lectures to jailman them, etc. I represented them in court. Well, because the Constitution says an accused is presumed innocent until proven guilty. So we help them. And from there, I returned to private practice. Me and Solomon Jamiru, when the Deputy Minister now of Information and Communication. We've been run we own farm. First I've been Solomon Jamiru and Co. Then from there we turn on to J&T Solicitors. When I Jamiru and Timbo Solicitors. Then I got appointment in our State House, so I have become the legal advisor under the Public-Private Partnership Unit in the Office of the President. And at that date, 2017, where I resigned and I camp on politics. But this has not been the politics, parliamentary politics, but since 2013, I've been on joining the APC and I've been hold position as the deputy regional youth leader for the Western area for the APC. Okay. And also the National Executive Secretary for the party and also member of the legal team.
So if I can say, it don't take some time when you think about for coming to politics, because if you don't join the APC party since 2014.
No, I don't join before. No, that 2014 I actually take position.
Position.
Yes.
Okay, so during the period where you've been there on this your professional career, you've been ever to think about coming into politics?
Man by nature is political, I could say, and ever since from university, I feel like it is a responsibility to take charge of with destiny. You know, if you sit down and left arm, somebody else get for do. For say I be actually want for come into active politics, and not be one time. The reason being, my dad's experience in politics wasn't too sweet. So my papa on you not be wanting me from politics because he never wanted a repetition of what he be happy with that. My dad contested elections in 1982 and it was considered as one of the most bloody elections as alone. What is for me? I think my experience with Dangel Maya, my experience with the community during legal aid work, what they do, the injustice what I feel and how slow the system is on. I felt like I need for the inside that room to take that decision there. If I go be an activist, I go the Allah no more. African politics, you Allah, it doesn't make more change at all. You will talk today, talk to my dawn. The politicians will continue to do what they want to do. You know, if you're lucky, they're not going to lock you up or they're not going to hold you. If you're unlucky, well, people are going to talk for you for reasons. So I thought about it and I decided, say, me no want to be minister. I don't want to be any other thing. I just want to represent people and I want me people, be powerful come from the people there. In the sense the people are supposed to give me mandate rather than one person. So I chose parliament. I could have chosen any other thing. And I remember I had opportunities plenty time during the last administration for push for whatever I want. But my mind was made up that because of the way I see people warm up to me in my community, across the country, young as well as old people, I felt like, let me represent them. Okay, so I chose the hard path.
Okay, so you've been winning the 2018 parliamentary elections where you represent constituency 130 in Aberdeen and other areas.
Wilkinson.
Okay, yeah. So how did they make you feel considering the fact of always you don't talk so?
You know, sometimes now I sit down and feel like, I can tell you, I must admit, there was a time where I feel like, being at this quiet person where I want peace, I want quiet, I like sanity. I said, maybe this politics, this fed, nothing I sign up for, I'm not Ebola. But I remember, now they talk, actually they see people, I see how people are fed for me. I get video clips of them in the end. Anytime I watch them, it gives me goosebumps. How did all these people believe in this young man? Not to money, not to nothing, it's just pure love.
So let we go to Parliament. During your stay in a Parliament, what has been the experience?
It was a mixed bag. It was a mixed bag. I tell God thank you. I tell the people them thank you for the opportunity when they give me for represent them. And I'm pretty sure say with my representation, my conscience have been clear. Say I do it in the same me for do.
Right.
I wish I probably don't do more, but there was a time at that parliament the way I want for talk. I always a team up for make contributions. I was being overlooked. So there was a time where even my colleague and they say SO Timbo. SO basically a standing order. So if me team up for talk in parliament, every other APC MP they sit down so that the speaker will catch my eyes. Because you don't talk without catching the speaker's eyes. So if the speaker know how to call you, I like you team up there, you know where we'll talk. But I remember the few times I talk, it left an indelible memory in the minds of plenty Sierra Leoneans, even opposition people. They all respected me. I remember my very first speech in parliament, I call them continuity. That's how I may call that speech there. That well of parliament went dead silent. I cannot believe that everybody, opposition, media, the one they were in at the gallery, everybody kept quiet and they were listening to this young boy. And you know, it wasn't like I sit down and study and plan and here. So, but I was just talking, and this is how I've been doing ever since, talking from my conscience, which I feel, my instinct. And so I enjoy that part. But the other part one I enjoy are the part that I wanted to do more and I wasn't given the opportunity. The intimidation I face, if I walk in a corridor, some people would pull hints by me. You feel like, well, for me, it never affected me the way I represented. But you know, case they were the angle where you in a court, and me know my conscience very clear, say, I not do what they accuse me, so I do. Inside my family, I never, my papa never get case, my mama never get case. There's this pedigree one for continue, for maintain inside our family. And my family name, the Timbo name, is actually a household name. So I've been need for protect all that day. So I felt bad about that.
Okay.
And worse, we cannot be like na the fight them in parliament. The physical fights will be happen in parliament. So there was two sides to the fights today. Where in the fight in parliament, me not the fight. I'm not sabi, I'm not able. So the company they feel like, me feels are better past them. Timbo, you see the hand, I not grab like and will fight. I say, Bona go fight. Me and my motors I be fight with. I cannot fight that way. Every day I go parliament in body they warm. Because I feel like the next minute they can't fight. But now I don't understand all those things. I've grown a bit more. Now I'm a family man. I would just want to focus on what I do and then move Salogo before.
Okay, so how they pull with them be pull you in a parliament they affect all of the dreams for representative people?
I must say I lost a bit of my confidence at the start. Lost my confidence in the sense I don't build a character and a reputation for myself over the years. An unblemished one way, an August stain. How many people will really understand what happened at that court today for me and believe, say, this man not do what they accuse and say he do? I felt bad. I felt bad more for my papa name than even myself. It's a family name, like I told you, the Timbo name. Not to me, not to my papa. Now their own papa, then they start all this good name, and I wanted to always protect that name and be a very good example for my younger ones, and even the Pekin who don't they born now inside the family. But for me, them pull me that way, them pull me so. I felt bad. I lost a bit of my confidence. I went into my cocoon. I go inside my shell. But at the end of the day, being a prayerful person, I realized, say, this God who they serve, you know, they make mistakes.
So you think they pull you unjustly?
Even whether somebody say otherwise.
Okay.
I know.
So you don't think that they also come as a contributing factor for the fact say you are one of the strong voices from the opposition party in a parliament?
People have been saying that, but I feel say it starts for cook from during the election campaigns. This young man get all this support. This young man was on TV, on radio. I was doing the presidential debate, the youth category. So maybe I make myself known too quick. Like when they say snake we want go, they hide. Maybe I'll not be hide myself at the time. So that was it.
So how you want to come back into politics? Also, you've been there after all of this, removing you from parliament. Also, you've been there all along. What did it happen?
Okay, so when I say come back, I don't mean like I come back to politics because I never left.
Right.
But I'm just returning to national politics.
Okay.
So national politics, if you're taking a role inside your party, it's a national party that you're taking part in national politics. Okay. If you intend to vie for parliament again or any other position, then yes, you're also in national politics. So that is what I mean. I'm returning. Okay. I'm coming back.
So that's it.
You remember as I've been inside my shell. So inside that shell there was me introspecting and also seeing how I can make myself and the machine what they use for national politics better. So with regards to myself, I try to build a family, which for me is the most important thing. I'm a source of happiness. So months after them pull me, I'm married. I'm married to somebody who I consider as my best buddy. And I know even they feel that pressure where some man can say, oh, married difficult, married this, married. I can tell you, I'm in a very, very happy place, and God bless me with a woman who I feel I'm a woman, I'm a wife. Like when somebody say, you married person, you man, but this one I'm a woman, I'm married. So we are happy, we see ourselves as friends, we play, we laugh, honestly, it's not just as a wife. She's my friend, she's my Nana Congo Sato, now we do everything. And luckily, God don't bless you with a pair. Boy picking, girl picking, and I pray every other person where they find married, let God give them. When they find picking, let God also give them. So that's one thing where I focus on building a family. Then on the other side, like I say, I focused on building the APC. So from the employment of parliament, I came back after I don't want me that didn't die. I come back and start for work with the APC secretariat and the party structure at the time. So at the time, what they happen, I follow we review the constitution. So I was a member of the constitutional review committee, and as we make progress, I became the principal draftsman. So basically, I made a write all written inside the constitution. 8 chapters we're going to the constitution. Of the 8, then there I can tell you, say 5 of them were totally written by me, and the other 3 people drafted and brought to me, and then I did placements, put them in proper legal language, and then bring them back to the committee. We discussed it, and then we get a final copy of our constitution. It is not a perfect document, but I can tell you it's a progressive and democratic constitution. Now we don't help the party don't turn to a new page. We have a new legal regime, and sure say after the conventions, these transitional conventions, what they do. We also, I can tell you, I played a lot of role behind the scenes with this process where they go on. So that's how I've been. So for now, the first thing is I don't declare my intention for run for the Deputy National Secretary General of the APC. And as time goes on, I will reveal the others. But I want to make people know, say, I'm here for good. I want people to get used to this name, Osman Timbo, and to this face. Because I'm not going anywhere anymore. As in, I'm not taking any backseat anymore. My country is my responsibility. Our future is our responsibility. So we have to actually take responsibility for that and not give up anymore.
So why you want to go as Deputy Secretary General for the APC?
I can tell you something in a possible way. the decisions I take are my decisions. Yeah. And before I take them decisions, that I think, I reflect, I introspect. So basically, I think inside myself before I take decisions. Nobody they force me for take a decision one-on-one. Okay. I not ever debate with an able charm. So when this thing came up and I saw a lacuna, like a space, a gap where I feel like I can feel and efficiently able to help the party, the first person I discussed with was my wife. The reason why I discussed with her because whatever I do will affect our family. You know, so I've been careful get in your buying, they give me a blessing, and I discuss with my extended family, and I take a decision. Say this is what I want to go for. And the secretariat is basically the pivot. Decide like if you get between the old party and around them and the party they survive.
Right.
So with my experience as a lawyer, my experience in administration, my experience with the constitution, because now the laws them of the country, the laws of the party, now we go for the use for do now the guide, the thing they will go for the do for run the party. And also the fact that I've been with these people for some time. They know me, I know them. We're comfortable with each other. I know plenty of people by name and face. So I felt like I can play a role. But I cannot be the National Secretary General. Because some people ask me, why not the National Secretary General? Because you don't serve the party for so long. Number one, I don't feel like I'm ready properly for take that position, because that position then a full-time job. If you're the head of the administration of a political party, almost every other thing we do becomes secondary. Yeah. You get for run the party, you get for sit down there. I mean, a young man, I'm not sabi corruption, I'm not sabi nothing. I believe in hard work. So I still believe, say, I want for continue for being a lawyer, or that they make me small for make us survive. Whenever I need for work for the party, I am there. I will make that time. I will be able to balance. But for say I will be able to sit on that party 24 hours every day of the week for run the administration of the party on a full-time basis for 3 years, I don't think another the best thing. It's not like I don't feel I'm competent enough to be the Secretary General of the party, but I feel like let me take that step and learn. May I rather lead from the back than I lead from the front. I'll give you an example. Maybe I'm being long, but I remember in Parliament and in administration of the constituency in a Parliament, I was the first member of Parliament who do my constituency development board. We registered it. We opened an account for it. When we sit on our meetings, in a round circle, because nobody's head, we're all equals. We ensure, say, the religious sects, the tribal, not the tribal, the chief, the way they get representative, the young people, the women, the political parties, and get representation inside this body as well. And then imagine where I am, the councillors and self been there, me and the councillors, we were not the head of the board. Okay. None of us. We elect somebody else or be the head of the board. Interestingly, the person who elect, now be a pastor, now be a reverend, now we elect as the head of the board. So me, as much as I was the member of Parliament, I'll be one for then a place where you get somebody else where we're all accountable to. So that's the same way how I intend for do this within the party. It's not like, oh, I want for can be deputy secretary general, I'll be the number 2 man at the secretariat, or be this big national officer. It's not about that.
A quick one. What are your chances of winning the deputy secretary general for the APC? What are your relationship with other party members?
I am very, very confident. Very, very confident that I will win. I will win. And I can tell you, say, it will get to that point where the others will see the clear signs of this, and then they will just say, okay, Honorable Timbo, will they support you because you're the fittest person for this. So I'm very confident. I'm not scared.
You get any intentions or plans for go back in Parliament if possible?
I get every intention for represent the people of this country. anywhere. I don't say I want elective politics. So let her elect me for that be. I just want for represent, and I want for represent through elections.
Okay.
So, like I say, I take a step at a time. I was a member of parliament, and I'm not intent for let the people down. Those people who had believed in me, let them rest assured say I am willing and ready for represent them again.
Okay, quick one again. There's a lot of drama going on in parliament. If you've been dating, what's differently you for don't do because it's already self-explanatory. Say if you date SLPP, you have to support the ideologies of the SLPP. If you date APC, you have to support the ideologies of the APC. What's in you for being do different if you've been dating? And also as a young person.
It's a good question. It's a good question. Firstly, if I understand, say it's a caucus. And you get a caucus leader. When I say caucus, that's the opposition caucus or the APC caucus as a whole.
Okay.
It's there, and we have a leadership, and you have to go by the position of the leadership parliament. I wasn't part of the leadership, even though I was there. I've been continuing for doing representation like I've been to do the Tawade. I left the other one to the decisions of the leaders of my caucus in the parliament. But honestly, I've never thought about it, how for me do things differently. To be honest, it's the first time you're asking me that. And like I said, I've just done the your representation and then follow the leadership of parliament. That's it.
Okay, so now what's in go be your message to Sierra Leoneans? Let me just say specifically young people, somebody will go to listen to you and want to go really inside politics, but maybe they think say you get for follow certain ideologies before they accept you. What you go on for say to such people?
My message is one of hope. Hope firstly to every Sierra Leonean, whether you're young, you're old. They will not give up. They will not give up. Some people say, oh, Salon past 60 something years and the same thing all these years. I remember they do another interview yesterday and I tell people, say, the APC not bad, the SLPP not bad. The bad people and they within the party are. Plenty people they shy away from politics. And they put myself now, maybe take that risk for other people for let them know say, yes, young people can do it. You don't have to be corrupt. You don't have to be, you don't need to forget a very bad character. You can be a very clean slate. You can be a professional. But you decide, say, yes, you want to contribute. Also, add up, bring me from politics. Also, because I jobless, make a camp on politics. Not because I want to contribute. It's hard. I can tell everybody, say, it's very, very hard. You lost a lot of things if you really want for camp on politics. Your privacy, somebody go grab you, begin cost your family, for what they not do. People will start making stories about you, but you get forget a thick skin. Yeah? And for me, I want to let other young people and look up to me and see me as an example for them. And I get a unique experience where plenty young people in the salon not get of me caliber. Going to parliament, they fetch me, then pull me. I still maintain myself. Now I'm back. I not give up with all the opportunities. Me being named West Africa's Young Leader of the Year 2019. Me being listed amongst the 20 young politicians of the world in 2019. But yet still I look and say, with all the opportunities where they know, this is what I want, this is my home. I have no other place to call home. Let's contribute. Politics is hard, but let's have hope. Let's believe that this is not the end for the country. Once we get good people, once we get like minds, we can make Salon a better place and we can improve ourselves. So don't give up. Hope. Believe that one day, if we all put our hands together and then we take responsibility for our future, we take responsibility for our present, and we prepare for our kingdom, this country will be different.